You're still watching Sunday Express. Now, rain is often considered a blessing as it signifies life. However, too much of it changes the story from that of life to one of death, destruction, and displacement. This is the story of 27,800 households living in Tana River County. Now, months after they were displaced due to heavy rains, they remain shackled in temporary structures, can barely afford a meal a day, and their hope of a sunny day is clouded by desperation. Our reporter, Serafina Robi, brings us the tales from the Tana, where these families remain trapped only, dreaming of sunshine after the rains and joy after the pain.
It is what would appear to be an oxymoron of life.
This is our situation, which has become like a song, just like our forefathers used to sing and dance kitoko.
A reality that continues to plague them months after they were displaced owing to heavy rains. They pitched camp here, both the young and the old. This is their new home.
Hapa tunakuja sasa, tumekuja hapa kukaa. Naje nimekuwa nyingi mpaka nimekuja kwa ile nyumba. Tunatoka na kwetu tunakuja hapa. Ukikaa kule utakufa.
They only managed to escape with their lives. An escape that was not without incident, as they were forced to not only flee from the floods, but also from snakes and other poisonous insects that were equally displaced by the raging waters.
Hatari, nyoka ina... Nyoka ameruka ameingia kwa nguo. Mtoto yuko mgongoni. Ile nyoka maisha hii yote mimi nimekaa hapa sijaona. Ile ambayo mimi nimeona barabarani. Ni nyeusi. Kichwa yake kama mbuzi, kichwa kubwa.
Ilicha hao manyoka na viboko, wamama wajawazito hawezi wakafikia. Hata kuna mwingine siku kama hiyo aliza pahali kazunguka kina mama, ambapo ikiwa ni aibu kina mama pazunguka hapo pahali.
Kwa ni saa 6 usiku wameingia. Nikashika mkono mtoto huyu. Huyu mdogo nimefunga hapo.
The temporary structures offer protection from the vagaries of the weather, but do little to provide them with the security of having a permanent roof over their heads.
Tarbala kama haya, sisi wenye hatuna mabwana. Hivyo mwenye bana vile hawezi kufunga kufuli, si ndio? Akora bibi yake pale analala. Mimi sina bwana. Hapo si mtu ataweza kuninyemelea usiku.
Wakilala wanaweza kusikia kama kuna mtu ananyapa kujaribu kuingia kwa haya mahema. So hayo pia imekuwa ni janga lingine.
Here, eating a meal a day is considered a luxury owing to scarcity of food and clean water.
Kula chai tu hivi asubuhi. Mpaka mchana ndo tena napata chakula. Mara nyingine huwa nalala na njaa.
Watu waliumia na njaa kwa sababu chakula yao wameacha kule, imeenda na maji.
It's a shame that we import wheat from Egypt, and yet we have the River Tana and the entire basin where we could grow the same thing. Here we could grow rice, we could grow so much.
Their troubles are compounded with the fact that most families were left penniless after the water swept away their livestock, which was their main source of livelihood.
Mafuriko imeingia na mafuriko imebeba, maji imebeba, na chakula ya shamba yake imebebwa na maji, akakimbia akaja hapa. Huwa wakati huo huwezi okoa yule mifugo yako, utaokoa ile mwili ya mwanadamu.
Nikiwa ndani liko na mahindi ambayo bado hayajafika, yanaanza kuzaa sasa yako saizi hiyo. Hayajafika mbali, yani kiwango cha kuwa anaweza katia chakula nikakula. Maji yalikuja akaingia na usiku, saa 7 usiku, mpaka tulilala juu ya miembe.
In Hola we meet Fatuma Mari Balaga. She was born in 1957. She narrates to us how over the years the situation has gone from bad to worse as they experience both extremes of the weather.
Kilima haikusaidii. Ndio shida ambayo tuko nazo. Kasa hii.
It is the same predicament facing 38-year-old Esther Hadula.
Yani kile kitu kilikuwa hapo ndani. ilienda na maji, maanake maji yalikuwa mengi, mara yamekuja mengi sana.
An emotion well captured in the sound of her voice as she belts into song.
Kajiza kuhalo akaribani mwalimu.
Having lost everything, it is worse for Isa Adekuyo, who lives by the riverine. Life threw him an unexpected curveball after his wife was attacked by a crocodile, leaving her with only one leg.
Tena ni pale pale ameenda kuchota maji. Siku hiyo ni kama siku zimefika, kaonekana hakuna barabara ingine, lazima hiyo ajali imwapate. Amemweka ulemavu, maana kujaribu kumpoteza, lakini Mungu amekataa. Kila nikiwaza hakuna njia, kila nikiwaza hakuna njia.
She's lucky to be alive, but the adjustment to her new reality has not been easy for the family.
Lakini sasa hao wenye wildlife head office ni wakati atatansi kwamba hatuwezi kulipa.
The International Organization for Migration and Implementing Partners has since stepped in to support the families through provision of temporary shelter.
We have been providing support to flood-affected people in Tana River with their housing and essential household items needs. People are looking for more sustainable solutions, longer-term solutions. These temporary solutions that we are currently providing, it's not nearly enough, because this has become a recurring issue now. Every year, at least twice, Tana River gets impacted by flooding, and many of these people, they are getting displaced.
We need to have an early warning, early action, sort of a protocol that is applied. Water coming here is flowing from the dams, hydroelectric, and just by having a meter system that tells them that if water is flowing at 4.5 meters across Garissa Bridge, by the time it gets down to Tana River, which will be about 6 to 9 hours, then it is going to flood certain parts.
The county government, on its part, says it has set aside 5,000 acres of land to establish cluster villages with relevant infrastructure for families to relocate.
The road network within, the water, boreholes, electricity, REREC will come in and provide. The government will also provide ECD facility here, health facilities here. We'll go like this and come round that building with the green anshets. That's the ward administrator's office. So you don't need to move from here to go anywhere.
At the same time, the county senator Danson Mungatana is advocating for the construction and maintenance of dams as a lasting solution.
The solution is to control the waters from where they are coming. We must control those waters. So the real big solution is the construction of that dam so that the waters are controlled.
And with the national examinations looming following the reopening of schools for third-term school-going children here are at crossroads.
When the results come, they will give us the same exam they are giving for Nairobi and for other parts of the country which were not affected by the floods. We will continue losing unless something is done.
The plea is for permanent solution to address the perennial challenge of displacement every time the river breaks its banks.
Hapa tulipo hapa, watutafute pahali, watusimamie, tujenge. Kama hata tusimamia haya mabati, ni upande wa miti, tujenge. Tukishajenga sasa, maji yanakuja huku, tutakuwa kama mashambani huko kwenye tuliko huko. Lakini tuwe tuko na nyumbani, pa kwenda tukakae, ili tusihatarisha maisha yetu na kizazi chetu.
Families living along Tana River, which is over 1,000 kilometers long and the longest river in Kenya, say it is a source of livelihood and life for thousands of families, flora and fauna. But until this is done, they can only hold into hope that after the rain, the sun will shine again. And this time, it will shine on them and change the story from that of death, destruction and displacement to that of life, reconstruction and resettlement. And even though it's not within their powers to control the calamities, they sure hope they can be well prepared to face the adverse effects of these calamities. Serafina Robi from Hola, Tana River County for KBC Channel 1.